Devine, and welcome to Divine Miracles channel, and thanks for being patient with me while I've been getting the internet sorted out here at home, and it finally has happened today. So I thought that I would do a weekend message with my Domino angel cards. Hopefully when I hold them up properly you'll be able to see them. I hope you guys are all well and happy. It's nearly going to be July, can you believe? And so many people are going through so many different things. So I'm wondering what message we're going to have for this weekend, and then I'll get started on Monday again with our weekly forecasts, and also the guidance for the month of July will be coming up soon too. It has been difficult trying to run an internet business without the internet. But I've been keeping you guys informed on Facebook and Instagram and all those things. So hopefully you've been enjoying the posts anyway. So let's do a Domino Angels card for this weekend. We never know what we're going to get, and hopefully you can see me clearly. I've had to turn the lights on in the bedroom even though the sun is shining, because the entire neighbourhood can see me. So I really didn't want that, but anyway. Okay, so let's do this. I'm just going to close my eyes and shuffle the cards. And here we go. Okay, you never know what we're going to get. So who's working with us? What messages? That's it. Archangel Michael, of course. Alright, we've got Archangel Michael. Sorry, whenever I hold it up it goes a bit funny. Okay, so Archangel Michael, let's bring the light back in. There we go. Okay, so here we go. Archangel Michael in this instance is here to ask you to be careful of anything that might bring legal attention to you. For instance, there may be extra police out and about. So be sure that you're watching the speed limit or parking in the right place. And also he comes to help those in legal entanglements and asks that you bring him along to any court case to bring you the courage and strength, especially when you need to speak up. Thank you, Archangel Michael. Light a blue candle to connect. And it's a really good thing to ask Archangel Michael to be with you all the time anyway, because if you have the confidence within yourself and you are releasing yourself of negative energies and you're being vigilant with what you're doing, then nothing that's on an outside level can really affect you anyway. You know, you'll naturally be careful, you'll be in tune when you're out and about, that you're not putting your foot down too hard, or you know, you're watching the road a little bit more carefully. You'll feel in tune when you're around the right people or not. And sometimes we forget that we have this unconditional love around us, you know, from the angels, and they're there with us to help us in all of these different life situations. And many times I've spoken to people and they've said, but it just doesn't work for me, you know, I've tried this and I've tried that and it doesn't seem to help me. And underneath all of that, the people don't really believe it's going to change, or that there can be change, you know, or they're trying to control the outcomes of things as well. And this is where we get ourselves in trouble, is when we get in our own way. You know, the angels say to us, you know, if you detach yourself from issues and hand them over and say, okay, I've got this issue, I really don't know how to deal with it, you know, be honest with them. Say, here, I want you guys to deal with it. Then a resolution can start happening. And again, you start becoming more in tune with everything around you. And because we have this year around us of, you know, doing our own thing and moving forward with our business or moving forward in our life and making changes, and we have this theme going on this year, the extra support, you know, comes in really handy. And Archangel Michael also works on an auric level around you, because if your aura is all out of balance or has become weakened by perhaps the way you're eating, or maybe you're around a lot of negative people, or you're having negative thoughts, or or you just feel like lower and lower and lower, and that's because the auric field is becoming weakened. It's a really good idea if you ask Archangel Michael to really strengthen this shield around you so that your physical body is not doing so much work, you know. And when your physical body starts doing a lot of work, keeping at bay all of the different energies and things that are going on, then it's overworking, it's stressing, and that's when you start having some sort of problems going on internally. And perhaps that's been that way for you. I mean, I know some people have been ill ever since they were younger, or a lot of young children get ill, and, you know, perhaps certain parts of you have been weakened from an early stage. So this is a really good idea to work with Archangel Michael, even with healing, to help strengthen this outer shield around you. Because once your aura is really, really strong, so many things start to lift away from you. You know, so many problems start to disappear because your body's not taking them on and trying to physically work through things. So we get the strength from our auric field. We ask Archangel Michael to really put a shield on us that is blocking away. Oops, I can see something on my screen. Sorry, everyone. Oh, I can't see you guys. There we are. You could probably see me going. Anyway, yeah, so once we ask for this shield to go around us, and we're working with Archangel Michael as well as the other angels for healing and shielding and growing and learning and all of those things, then we start to strengthen our physical self. We feel more grounded in our body. Once we're more grounded in our body, we have more physical energy going on. Once we have more physical energy going on, we get inspired and we get ideas happening, and, you know, we start moving forward in our life. So Archangel Michael is asking you to be vigilant, looking out for different things around you, but also to call him on board, you know, when you need assistance with anything, working on clearing out all the muck from the auric field, releasing any blocks that are holding you back from, you know, your highest potential, unlocking the cording system within your being, you know, which can get all entangled when there's different people in our life and our parents and our family history and things like this. And we untangle all those bits and pieces, the things that are embedded within ourselves, and we start becoming free, you know. And once you start becoming free and you feel lighter and you're moving forward, then you really can start manifesting things into your life as well. Other people go off and do what they're doing and whatever, but you become more focused and more centered and more moving forward on your path. And I think this is also what's happened to me as well. I've just become more focused, centered, grounded, moving forward on my own path, instead of trying to help, you know, so many people everywhere else and feeling my energy going to all of those places. Learning how to detach from all of that and bringing all the pieces of myself back to me has given me, you know, great strength and courage within myself and, you know, confidence in who I am. I feel a lot safer. I don't feel fearful. I don't worry about what other people are doing, what they're thinking, what they're saying, and I just keep on charging ahead. And I hope that that can be an inspiration to you, that no matter what's going on around you, that you can choose to listen to all of that and let it disrupt you, or you can just keep on moving ahead. And, you know, people are going to sort of be grabbing at you throughout your life and trying to steer you off of your course. And sometimes we ignore that when that's happening to us. But we only ignore it for so long before we finally become vigilant in our path. And now is the time for everybody to be moving on the right path. You don't have to have, you know, I even wrote this on Facebook today, you don't have to have 50 degrees or diplomas before you start, you know, working on healing. You've actually just got to start doing it, because by doing it, that's when you find out all your little flaws and little things you can work on, and, you know, different situations come up, and I like to call people cases. You know, I've got this case going on here, and, you know, this is what I'm working on in there, and it's teaching all the time, but it never stops. You know, the work never stops. You know, you keep on doing the work, even if you don't feel at times that you're qualified, because in your heart you know that you're trying to do the right thing. And I think we know in our heart whether we're doing the right thing or the wrong thing. And, when something is wrong for us, then it doesn't sit very well, But when you know something's right, then you feel the warmth, you feel like moving forward, you feel like talking to everybody that you can, and trying your best to, show what you can do to help someone help themselves, and that's, basically what I'm all about, is helping you to help yourself and be able to move into a life that is interesting, not so much 9 to 5, I need to do this because if I don't do this then I won't get the bills paid, if I don't get the bills paid we get cut off and I have to do it and all that kind of stuff, instead of thinking to yourself, oh well, the universe will take care of that, or I don't have to worry about that, or that's that person's responsibility, and yet I've got a bill, so what, there'll be more money where that came from. And like changing your attitude really does change your life. Changing the way that you're thinking changes your experiences. When you're repeating things, you keep on repeating cycles, you won't have to do that if you actually change the way in which you react to the situation that is in front of you. Some people may expect you to be angry and upset and annoyed and all of that, and when you're not, it's very shocking to people, and you keep on moving forward, and that's a different reaction. Maybe in the past you might have been angry and enraged and upset and all of this kind of stuff, and it's kept leading you to these situations that you keep having to face. So when you change that, life changes, and it really does. And I'm a living testimony to that, of life changing and things happening. And I don't know if you guys may have heard the stories about me throughout different videos and things like that, but I'm someone that came from a really, really abusive background, and also, was homeless for a time in my life when I was really young. I had children really young and all that kind of stuff. Everything that society goes, oh my God, and, frowns on. And, from that background, if I didn't have that background, I wouldn't be able to resonate with a lot of you in things that you're going through, different situations, the way life can grab at you, the way you can go through depression, how you can go through deep, dark anxiety, how nothing seems to work, how you may not have connections with your parents or your family, or you're the black sheep, whatever it is. I've pretty much experienced it, and that's why I'm here today, is to share that. There's no shame in anything that's happened in the past. I feel that it's all brought me to a stronger person. But it has taught me an awful lot of things about being vigilant in my own power. And so Archangel Michael is really helping you to be vigilant in your own power, not feeling that responsibility for everyone else's well-being, but knowing that once you look after yourself, on every level, once you're looking after yourself, then everyone around you who you felt so responsible for, they react to your wellness. When you're worried and you're on the down low and all of that, and you're thinking about your kids and your family and your life and your job and all of that kind of stuff, those people around you who you're trying to protect are feeling a weakness. They're feeling that you're not coping. Even though you're putting on this brave face, they feel that insecurity with you because they're connected to you. So when you take that responsibility off your shoulders and start focusing on yourself, you're showing your children, you're showing your family how to be strong, how to be an individual, how to face life like head on, and manifest things in your life instead of manifesting concerns. Which is what nobody wants. None of us want all these concerns. We all want an easy life, don't we? So we just don't, we can't make it harder on ourselves by conflicting thoughts and feelings all the time. So work with this process of Archangel Michael helping to shield you more completely. Be vigilant with your self-talk, how you're talking to yourself. Do you look in the mirror and go, oh my God, do you hate the way that you look? Do you hate the way that you sound? And that's why you won't make videos. Do you hate the way your music sounds because you're your own worst critic when it comes to your music, and you're like constantly trying to look for other people to validate that it's okay. Just be yourself and be okay with yourself. Put it out there without criticism of yourself. And the things that you probably don't like, other people are going, I love that, that's awesome. Where would we be if people like the Beatles or Jimi Hendrix or something thought to themselves, oh, that's, let it be, I don't know about that, or Hey Joe, I don't know about that song. And we're all like, wow, this is so cool, So we never know unless we give it a go, and be vigilant in ourselves and what we're doing. And this is easy stuff. Okay, this is not difficult. This is really easy. It's just that we have to switch our mind into believing that it's easy, instead of seeing everything, even trying to clear ourselves, even trying to get rid of stuff and release. We see that as this massive big job. So it's not our job. We have to delegate that task to the angels, to the universe, to whoever you believe in. Okay, to your higher self. Connect with your higher self. That your higher self is that part of you that knows everything. That part of you that's always in spirit. So connect with your higher self if you don't believe in angels or whatever, and say, hey, take care of this stuff, because it's all earthly stuff and it can be overwhelming. So I hope that you'll work with Archangel Michael. Remember, he doesn't care what religion you are. He doesn't care what you look like in the morning. He's just there with you with unconditional love. He will be with anybody who asks. And, it's a good way of asking with thanks or asking with expectation, because in that way, you're not restricting yourself as to what can happen, maybe better than you even imagine. So something like saying to yourself, I would like this or something better, that's always, you're going to win either way. I want this or something better. Whenever there's a change or a disruption or chaos in your life, don't say to yourself, oh my God, I'm being punished for something. Say, okay, this is happening because there's a new beginning. There's something even better for me out there. There's something greater for me, and I couldn't keep doing it if everything kept going this way. See the positive in every situation, and trust in yourself and your ability, your connection to the divine. You are always a divine child, no matter who you are, no matter what you think you've done. Mistakes are only mistakes if we keep on doing them, with intention of hurting people. That's not a good thing. But with the intention of having the best, focus in your life, and with your heart being in the right place, and, by watching your thoughts or your overthinking. And if you start overthinking and cramming your head full of stuff, ask Archangel Michael to pull that away from you. Just do it and trust in it. And don't keep on dragging it back in. All the things that you want to achieve in your life, they won't get achieved, or they won't happen with you continually down the same path and hoping that something will happen to you. The energies of the angels work with you, and they work with your forward movement, and then you start moving forward, and then you're on the next thing, and then you move forward again, and then you're on the next thing. Don't look at yourself and compare yourself to anybody else. Because everyone, no matter what you do, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how wonderfully talented you are, there'll always be someone there that doesn't like it. So what? Keep going anyway, because there's far more people that love you, and will be supportive of you. Don't doubt yourself or need validation from everywhere else. You don't need anyone else's validation, just your own heart, and you know what you're doing. If you're feeling responsibility for all these other people in your life, cut it out. Focus on yourself. Be strong within yourself. Use the tools that you have, and then everybody around you will lift. We want them to lift, but we're trying to force them to do it. Let them lift on their own. Talk to the angels in the morning. Create energy in your home, and do things like, okay, every time I go to bed, I'm going to feel, I'm going to have amazing sleep. And when I wake up in the morning, I'm going to feel refreshed, and I'm going to look younger. And, imagine an angel at all of the windows, cleansing and clearing the whole house. Sometimes what we're feeling within ourselves is just crap that's in the house. So ask the angels of clearing to lift it away. Trust in it. Just trust in it. Light your incense, light your candles, do those little things, you know, because they are really important. The simple things are the way forward with your spirituality, with anything in your life, with manifesting abundance. Keep everything simple. Say it how you mean it. You know, delegate all your crap to the angels and the universe. Don't take on board anyone else's negativity. Like, you know, anyone can say anything to you. How you react is up to you, you know. So, do you react? Do you need to react? Do you need to explain yourself? No. You just need to keep on moving forward. And if the people want to keep on going and, you know, wasting their energy on you, well, that's fine. There's nothing you can do about it. So just keep on moving forward anyway, and wish everybody well. You know, it's really nice to imagine everybody that you may not like very much in white light, in loving light. And it really does push that away from you. It really does disconnect things. And then you don't have to deal with it anymore. You've done your part, and forward they go. And so do you, okay? So I wanted to get some talking in, you know, because it's the weekend and everything. And I really have been missing making videos. Thank you for staying with me and being patient. Sometimes I'm not going to be here. Never worry about that. Just say to yourself, oh, well, she may be having some kind of internet crisis, but it's for a reason. Maybe she needs a break. Who knows, you know? Because if it was up to me, I'd just keep on going and going. But sometimes that happens to set me back a little bit, but here we are. So I'm really grateful to you guys for hanging in there, and please, you know, if you want to see something or learn something, you want some how-to videos, I'm more than happy to make some of those things as we go along. I'm still working on the tarot course and all of that kind of stuff, and I'm just going to be talking about a whole lot of different things as we move forward. So we'll just deal with it and we'll work together. But don't forget Archangel Michael. He is a blue color. Most children already know who he is too. But it's nice if you want to get some blue things for around the house to remind you to talk to, to talk to Archangel Michael. Lift you, keep on lifting yourself. You can do this, and whatever what it is that you want to do. You know, things are changing now. Things are ripening for you to do that and to move forward in your life. So just keep on pushing forward the best that you can. Be patient with yourself too as you go through the different journeys in your life. Just be patient. Sometimes that's what we're learning, is a little bit of patience as we move forward. So thank you all for listening. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook and Instagram and Twitter. Every social media is at Divine Miracles. And also you can go to my website and grab yourself a reading if you'd like. I do them by recordings, so it's something that you can listen to later on. Also, there's a lot of healing involved. Or else you might just want to do the intensive healing course for 6 weeks, or the mentoring program for 4 or 6 weeks, and that's more one-on-one with me. So there you go. So until the next time, I'm wishing all of you an amazing weekend, and I will see you soon with the guidance video for July. But it is goodbye for now.